Okay. Time now is 10:15 a.m. in the morning. On November 13th? What the fuck is today? What is today? 13th. I slept from 5:05 a.m. to 11:15. To 10:15. Um Fuck, man. Fuck. I'm so sleepy. So last night, um I slept at 5 a.m. I know. I can't. If I had to go on, I would go on. I have too much to do, man. After dinner, it was like 12 at the midnight ish, and I read a little manga, and I took a mini break, and then it was like 1 a.m. already. And then at 1 a.m., I worked on my religion class paper, my presentation, and that took bumfuck 1.5 hours, and that was already really fast. At 2:30, I finished the religion paper, or the presentation thing. Not even the PowerPoint slides, just the draft, like the document, the Word document. And then at 2:30 to from 2:30 to 4 a.m., I finished The Sympathizer, the TV show. Surprisingly, I didn't fall asleep. Unlike unlike 2 days ago when I watched La Ventura, I did. This one, I was fully awake. And then at 4 a.m., I was like, okay, I still have a bunch of shit to do, like editing college. What do I do? And then I thought, okay, you know what? I'll just do it. So I edited college. I imported videos from my phone to the laptop, and I edited college update video. And then by then it was like 4:30 a.m. And then I took a shower, and it's 5. And the joke is that when I went to bed at 5 a.m., I couldn't fall asleep too fast. I think I spent at least half an hour or more just moving around the bed. So yeah, that sucked. Um yeah, so I probably slept 4 hours probably. Part of me wants to just skip class this morning, skip the TV class. But then today I and Colin have to present or like ask a couple questions. So I also kind of can't skip class. Like out of all the days, out of all the weeks, I decided to work with Colin and present questions. It has to be this week when I'm also like deadline speed running a religion PowerPoint. So, yeah, I don't know. Part of me wants to take another 5-minute nap. Um, I don't know anymore, man. I don't fucking know anymore. And then tomorrow morning I have to wake up early. Friday I don't have to wake up that early. Saturday, Sunday it'll be the set, and then it's gonna be Monday again. I just cannot sleep. I just have no time to sleep at all. So, yeah. Also, I found out last night, it's very fucking scary, that I ran out of toilet paper and I don't have more left. Um, yeah, that's terrible. So I am 100% positive that that the toilet paper I have now is not enough. The fastest I can go to a grocery store is tomorrow, but that's too late. So after watching The Seed of the Sacred Fig today, which is probably going to be like 9:30, 10 p.m. ish, I'm going to see if Ralph's is still opened. I hope it is, so I can snag a toilet paper, which is such a big risk. If only I could skip the classes and go buy toilet paper. Otherwise, I really don't know how I'm gonna survive. So yeah, that's it for today. Fuck. I'm late because of my class. Fuck. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. Fuck.
A significant extent, we were amazed by the protest scope and the women's bravery. When I was released from prison, the skill of the cameraman and his assistants were able to compensate for the limitations. The government cannot control everything. I can't explain how we bypass the censorship system, but it can be done. Selecting the actors was a complicated process. We had to guess who, in addition to their artistic abilities, had the will and courage to appear in such a film, being filmed in secret. It's not very difficult to find people like that in Iranian cinema, but you cannot cast widely, since a larger group beyond those involved in the film would know about it, and news might slowly leak to the outside world. It becomes sensitive who you can approach, and it requires a lot of trust on all sides. Of course, difficulties like these are no means unique to my work. My colleagues are facing tough circumstances in Iran. The heavy pressure from intelligence forces has placed them in difficult situations. They've been banned from leaving the country and threatened with prison simply for collaborating on artistic creation. In a medieval manner, the revolutionary courts have opened cases against them. The scope of repression and censorship in Iran has expanded so much that the government allows itself to consider brutal punishment for works of art, not just in the media.
Okay, time now is 9:49 p.m. Just came home. As you can probably tell, I'm in my street clothes. And I'm wearing this shirt for like the fourth or fifth day in a row. Or more, not in a row, but like, I've been wearing this for like 4 to 5 days already. I just keep not being able to find time to, change and find a new long sleeve shirt because my closet is full of short sleeve shirts because that's how I unpacked them when I moved here. So, gotta change the seasons. So anyways, today is a long ass day. I think I was outside of my apartment for like 12 hours. I almost forgot about the Band-Aid. Um, yeah. So I was outside for quite some time. I debated myself whether I should skip today's class or not. And I didn't. I ended up not skipping the class, but I was late for like half an hour. But honestly, I don't really care. And honestly, it's okay. It's not like the greatest decision ever. It wouldn't have made a difference. I arrived and I just worked on the PowerPoint for my religion presentation. I did speak to Colin awkwardly during break because he was sitting with two other friends. And Colin, I can sense that he feels a little bad that I'm kind of like an outsider in this situation. So he's like trying to be really nice, but there are some points where it seems like I'm leaving the conversation, but I'm back again, and it seems like we don't have much to say. Um, anyways, um, anyways, after the class, I walked to DMC and did my presentation for my religion class. And today only 4 students showed up. Me, Eli, the white guy, Layla, the Filipino girl, the Filipino American, the Pinay girl, and the Jewish girl. That's how I remember them. So me doing a presentation doesn't feel that great because it's not like I'm presenting to 100 people. It's just 4 people, including my professor. But anyways, I gave my presentation. So Eli went first, Layla went later, and I went last. And I basically speed ran my PowerPoint. I spoke really fast. And I spoke way faster than I thought I would. And within like 10 minutes, I finished my PowerPoint. Even though it was 20 something slides. It was 22 or 23 slides. And thankfully, I wasn't nervous at all. And I was able to give the presentation really well. Also because I've done the right amount of research on what I'm doing. So when there was a Q&A with the professor and the 3 other students asking me questions, I was able to give pretty adequate answers. And I was able to say things outside of the PowerPoint. And yeah, it's good. I'm feeling confident. I'm scared that my project seems jumbled because I picked 6 Buddhist films and talked about them. It feels like a very long-winded film recommendation list. But if you look at the 2 other research projects, Eli, since he's a very philosophical person, his project is more on philosophy. It's about unity, monism, pluralism, dualism. It's about thinkers like Aristotle and Christian mysticism. Layla is more socially conscious and aware, and her project is about race and religions. I can tell she's not super interested in it, but that's the best she could come up with. And then there's me, who is super into film and is like, oh, Ozu, oh, Holy Mountain, and like The Horse Thief, and nobody knows what film I'm talking about. When the Jewish girl asked me, have you seen all of these films? I was like, yes. Even though I kind of lied, I haven't seen the short film Walker, but I feel like I don't really need to see it, but I will, trust me. But yeah, so that went well. And so that was a huge stone lifted from my heart. The religion presentation thing, the draft, the PowerPoint, the / Google Slides, that's done. And then all that's left to do today is me and Colin's discussion questions. So right after religion class, I went to Kava, bought lunch, went to SCA 3rd floor, the couch, the holy couch, sat there, had my lunch, and chilled. Wi-Fi dies, so I use my phone. So my laptop doesn't sense any Wi-Fi, my phone can, but it's slow. On my phone, I read the 2 readings, and I came up with 3 questions. And me and Colin, we were on a Google Doc together, and he's typing down reading notes, and they're not ChatGPT generated. I can actually see him typing down typos and all. And then we came up with 3 questions each. It's very thorough, and honestly, that we shouldn't stress over it too much. It's probably not that big of a deal. But in the Google Docs, this is such a cool moment. It's like a little wholesome Chungus moment, where in the Google Doc I wrote, hey, do you want to meet up before the class begins just to talk for a bit? And he's like, yeah, sure, perfect, sounds good. Let's meet up like maybe 10 minutes before. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And it's so funny talking to someone through Google Docs. I know I could just DM him on Instagram, but there's something so nostalgic about talking to someone through Google Docs. I do that shit with other people during secondary school. I forgot whom exactly. Like maybe Natalie or Cedric, but like I do that shit usually. That was really cool. And then yeah, we did meet up on SCA third floor, but by the time we met up we were like, yeah, we've already figured this out. Like it's not that big of a deal. And also last week discussion was canceled, so last week their questions and plus combined with me and Colin's question today, I don't think there's a lot of time. So we prepared 6 questions in total. I don't think we're going to be able to present them all. And so in actuality, when we're at the discussion today, we only got to present 3 questions. He presented 1, I presented 1, and then he presented 1, and then timeout. It's already 5:50. So that was, all that work, oh my god, my hair. During discussion today, we formed groups, and we did the whole random thing again, like 1, 2, 3. I was in 3, and I was paired with Rachel and one other Chinese girl, one other Chinese guy, and one other white woman, and we have 0 chemistry. It was extremely awkward. We have nothing to say, and I keep hearing other groups saying a lot and talking a lot, and I'm like, wow, great. And I turned out to be the more talkative one in the group, which is insane, because I'm usually the quiet guy. But, after the discussion, I immediately speed ran over to Robert Zemeckis Center. Oh, also, I and Colin, the brief 10 minutes we had before the discussion, we talked about just, how's it been? How's it going? He's like, not much, just busy. And I asked him what classes he's taking next semester, and he revealed that he's taking the 8mm film class, which Matt also mentioned that he's taking. So I want to take it because I want to be in the same class with them again. I feel like Matt and Colin are both interesting, artsy people, and I feel like if I spend one semester with them only, ever, because I know Matt is graduating soon, and Colin's switching to film production, so we're not going to be meeting each other too much. So this semester is probably the only semester I'll be with either or both of them, unless I take the 8mm film class with them. So I don't know. If the schedule is right, I may drop 192 just to take the 8mm film class. I know it's more units, but I think a class like that would probably be more helpful to me as a aspiring filmmaker. But yeah, we'll see. We shall see. And what else? I don't think we got too much else. So I speed ran to Robert Zemeckis. I thought about Ubering there, even though it's before 6 p.m., so Ubering/Lyfting would cost. But at the end, I just took a dash bus there. And I was late for like 10 minutes to Robert Zemeckis Center, and I did not know where the IMAX room is. It's a super small room, about the size of a classroom, but they somehow managed to fit a whole IMAX screen in this small room. And when I went in, they were like, okay, there's still space, but unfortunately it's stair seating only. So basically it's another way of saying there are no chairs, there are no seats anymore, so sit on the stairs. So I sat on the stairs, and I first sat my ass down there for 3 hours, and I watched The Seed of the Sacred Fig. I fell asleep twice in the film, because I'm just that tired. I'm always tired these days. But yeah, watched the whole thing, and then left. It was a good ending, and unsurprisingly I saw Diana, the Persian woman, and I believe that was her mom. And I said hi to them, but I thought if she was alone, I would talk to her about this film. Also, there's another line outside of the quote-unquote theater where a neon guy, skinny South Asian American guy with glasses, nerdy, cinephile type, giving out neon shirts. And I was kind of shocked, because, like, not only is this free of entry, but also, like, giving away shirts. So I was like, hey, is this free? And he said, oh no, you have to answer a question right. And I was able to tell it's a joke because I'm not autistic anymore. And eventually I stood there for a while, but I got myself a neon shirt. So yeah, how about that? I hope it's the right size. It's medium, so I believe it's just right. So yeah, that's it. That's it. I went to Ralph's immediately. Thank God Ralph's didn't close, and I got myself toilet paper. Woohoo! I am rejoiced. I'm secure, and I also ran into my roommate Diego for a bit at Ralph's, and then I just came back home, and now I'm gonna have dinner. So that's good. We have 2 papers due again next week, and I still have a bunch of assignments. They're not due like tonight or tomorrow, but they're still due at some point in the near future. So I got to do them real quick, but for now I can rest a bit. I can draw, I can write a little bit, and hopefully tomorrow will be a little chiller. I'm going to Barnes & Noble to buy Criterion tomorrow, which is super exciting. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, neither Justin T nor Michelle came to the screening today because they're both busy. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah. Okay, time now is 11:51 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, slept from 4:50 to 11:15. And then went back to sleep, obviously. There are a couple things happened last night that I want to talk about. So last night, I was planning to sleep way earlier. Oh my god, my tongue hurts. Last night I was actually gonna go to bed at around 4 or something like that, or maybe 3:30, I don't know. So instead of watching 5 episodes of anime, I was like, fuck it. I don't think it's worth it. Watching this anime, not even worth it. And so I stopped it and I decided to take a nap. Not take a nap, but like rest. I do this sometimes. I just put down my headphones and I just sit on my chair and I cross my arms and I just like close my eyes for a little bit. Yesterday, I full on fell asleep on my chair after I did that. And suddenly I woke up and I didn't know what the fuck is happening. I didn't know if it was morning, if it was night, if it was in the afternoon. I don't know how long have I slept. I don't know what time is it. It's actually a really good feeling, like feeling disoriented. But when I woke up it was 4:30. So I legit fell asleep on my chair. Jesus, that's how tired I am. Also I was brainstorming about the 8mm film class. Because both Matt and Colin are taking that art class next semester. I really want to, but it clashed with Religion 135, which I painfully got the D clearance to take. So I did some thinking and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep Religion 135. I really want to take 8mm film class, and hopefully in the future that class comes back. I don't know if it will ever actually come back, but I hope it will be. But it's gonna be different because Matt and Colin won't be there. But I hope I can collab with Matt or Colin more in the future. But yeah, the thing is, I'm a religion minor now, and they have time to take these electives because they're not minoring in anything just yet, or ever. But I am minoring in religion now, and I have to do this. So yeah, religion comes first. Sorry. And also, I'm already doing 290 next semester, If I add another film class on top, that involves a lot of production. That's too many productions in one semester. So yeah, hopefully next semester. This means, I don't know. This means I have more classes to take. I do want to take an art class at some point, even if it's not 8mm film, even if it's painting in Roski. I want to take something like that because A, I want to know what Roski is like. B, I want to. I don't know. I think Roski is more useful for me than SCA. Okay, so today, it's gonna be a good day, hopefully, because number one, I'll be seeing TA1 from 2 to 4 p.m. Number two, I actually don't have a lot of time. I have about like 1.5 hours before I have to leave this apartment. Fuck. And I have to have breakfast, lunch, and film review in between them. Number two is right after meeting TA1, I'm heading to the Grove directly, which is probably going to take an hour. And I'm getting the criterions. And then I'm going to take a bus back home, which is going to take forever, but it's okay. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to pick up the criterions. I counted the money I spent. In October, I spent $2,200, $2,260 something, which is record low, considering that I paid $1,450 for rent. $2,200 is actually really low, so that's good. That's really good. So yeah, the criterions today will be a wee bit expensive, but it's for the greater good. And yeah, I don't have much else to talk about. Honestly, I still don't have enough sleep. Yeah, I still don't. And also I felt so cold last night. Like last night after I woke up from my chair, I felt insanely cold. My nails were gray. Like I'm thinking of buying a new blanket or something. Even though I survived with this blanket in January and February. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have much else to add. Life stuff. I'm successfully infiltrating a 310. And not just any 310s, but 310 with Robert Zemeckis' grandson. Reese Zemeckis. So, yeah, I'm gonna infiltrate just a wee bit. And then, yeah, and then all that's left is APCA. There's this hangout thing for November 22nd, but I don't know. I want to know who the Hong Kong girl is. I still do. Even if she's like a cringy, basic girl, it's like I still want to know who she is. That's the bare minimum, right? So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna see if I could. I don't know. Gotta figure this out, you know? Yeah. That's it. That's all. That's it. Yeah. Pumpkin cheesecake for breakfast, chicken pot pie for lunch. Hopefully neither of them get moldy because it's been a while. And then tonight I'd say pork belly, braised pork belly if I have the time. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Okay. Ooh, oh my god. I didn't know they're releasing this. I know it's not real Criterion, it's Janus Contemporaries, so it doesn't have any special features at all. Or some, but About Dry Grasses, this is a great film. Wow, okay. Great choice. Okay. Bruh. Treasure acquired. Holy shit. Okay, time now is 9:28 p.m. Yeah, it's not a bad day. It's a pretty good day because of this. Because of the Criterions. Ignore the whole wall of dirty clothes here. Um, yeah, so this morning I woke up and I had breakfast, filmed a review, had lunch really fast, and then went outside, took a bus, went to the library, and I was actually pretty punctual for my ALI meeting. My tongue hurts. Pretty punctual. And then the ALI, the room in Levy Library, the AC isn't working, so that fucking sucked. But still, we somehow was able to acclimate to the new temperature, and me and TA1, we went over some of his presentation stuff, some of his TED Talk feedback, TED Talk summary exercise feedback. It's a thing for his English class, and then we watched half of Groundhog Day, and then it's 4 p.m. I left, and then I took a 1-hour bus ride all the way to the Grove, walked to Barnes & Noble, went into the store. It's a bit sad being alone doing a Criterion Hall video, but it's okay because I've already done a Criterion Hall with Michelle. So I got all 4 of the Criterions that I wanted. All 4 of them, I got what I want. So that's great. And when I checked out at the cashier, I was like, oh hey, I got Barnes and Noble. I reserved some items, Blu-rays, and then he's like, these 3, and I'm like, there's 4, and he's like, oh, these 4, and then he saw the films I picked, and it's a white guy with like mustache. I can tell he's like a little artsy. He's like, wow, these are great film picks, and I'm like, thank you. And he's like, yeah, there are a lot of great films here. And I pointed to Seven Samurai and I said, yeah, I waited for the 4K to come out. And it's crazy because the 4K of Seven Samurai only came out 2 days ago. So today is like the earliest possible time I can get the Seven Samurai 4K before it gets completely obliterated. So I'm a real lucky folk. I'm a real lucky guy. And yeah, and he's like, well, yeah, Tampopo makes me hungry every time I watch it. And I'm like, yeah, it makes me want to eat ramen. So that was really nice. It's cool that the people at Barnes & Noble, the 2 times I got Criterion Halls, both the cashiers were also like cinephiles. Last time I was like, ooh, I want to get Videodrome, and he's like, ooh, that's a good one. Anyways, I got my crits, and there goes the 4 Criterion Halls of the year. And so far I have 19 Criterions. But since the Infernal Affairs, it counts as 3 films, so it's actually 21 films in Criterion. And that's not counting like documentaries and special editions, special features. So that's quite a bit. And I have the essential ones, So that's great, feeling good. And I came back home, whole hour bus ride, and yeah, Namachels happened. It's been kind of chill. I am currently braising pork belly right now with a pan. The thing is, I tried to connect my hard drive to my laptop because I can't find the video I filmed. I filmed myself braising pork belly all the way back in January this year, and I can't find it. And it turns out it's inside my hard drive. I connected the USB-C to USB-B cable between the hard drive and the laptop, and it freaked out, and I heard clicking noises in the hard drive, and for a moment I got a scare. I was like, holy shit, is my hard drive gonna die? I realized that there are 3 things I could never lose electronically. One is this laptop. If this thing goes, I'm dead. My phone, obviously, but this. And this is the most important, actually, because these 4 terabytes is my entire life. My old photos, my childhood photos, my short films, or some of my short films. Not my latest 2 short films. It would be in this one. But still, most of my short films, my travel videos, my school videos, memes, PowerPoints, Excels, docs I made ever since 2011, they're all inside this freaking thing. My whole life is in here. So I can't lose that. If this thing dies, then I've pretty much lost 80% of my digital memory, which is insane. So I was scared for a moment, but I went through my cable bag, and I found a USB-C to USB-C port, which is not great for charging, but it's great for connecting hard drive to laptop, because I also have a USB-C port for my laptop. So anyways, problem solved. Braised pork belly. I went downstairs, unpacked my pork belly, which has been soaking in hot water. Turns out it's sliced. They're not cubes. So I already fucked up. But I'm still gonna braise it with soy sauce and vinegar because I crave that flavor. I crave that taste. So I'm hungry as fuck. I'm gonna go downstairs and cook dinner ASAP. Yeah, I don't have much else to add. I'm just gonna say that I'm excited for tomorrow because A, I don't have discussions. I don't have to wake up extra early for the discussion class. B, from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. there is the building days for the 310. So tomorrow's gonna be the first time I'm working on a 310. Thank God. I came so close to losing it. Like, I asked Katie, the Korean American girl, I asked Jayun, I asked Matt, and lo and behold, the reason why I got to a 310 is Daisy. You know, part of me really wants to make a map, like draw a flow chart of how I got onto each set, like which person did I connect to, which resulted in this set. Like, I got onto this 310 because of Daisy. I got to meet Daisy because of Shirley, and I got to meet Shirley because of my world building class. It's like 3-fold connection, and then now I have a connect with Robert Zemeckis' son. So I don't even know how I did that. On the last day, I believe, of my world building class, I got Shirley's Instagram. Had I not do that, I probably wouldn't have had a connect with Robert Zemeckis' grandson. Like, that's the level of networking game, you know? And then same with, okay, I got onto Anywhere the Wind Blows. I met Jing Chen. Jing Chen brought me onto, you know, In Summer, etc. And, yeah, it's quite insane. And Locke is also from Shirley. No Particular Night is also Shirley, but I already know the director beforehand. So Shirley really took me to a lot of sets. Jesus. And then I think the LMU set was because of Jonathan, I think? Or was it because of Pepper? I forgot. But yeah, I should just do a flow chart. And then the Neither Donkey Nor Horse and the fake AFI set were also because of Allegro, which is because of Anywhere the Wind Blows. It's all connected. And then Naja just DM'd me asking me if I'm free this weekend to help her shoot like a little interview thing with her and Lizzie. It's like a class project, but I'm like, I can't. I'm just too busy. But yeah, I'm super excited to unpack this. Also, I received the paycheck yesterday. Minji picked it up outside of my apartment, of our apartment, And also the guy who's with Minji, who I suspect is dating her, she's like, wow. He's like, wow, your cooking is good. And I'm like, nah, it's just simple food. And I'm like, yeah. Anyways, I'm hungry as fuck. Dinner time. Yippee-ki-yay. And I'm probably gonna do gym tomorrow. Gym and then the build. Gym and then the build. So, still gonna wake up a little early. Okay, time now is 11:02 a.m. on November 15th. We're halfway through November already, fuck me. I slept from 5 to 11. Doesn't seem that bad, 6 hours, but yeah. I yearn for more sleep. My tongue is really hurting, so my pronunciation of words may begin to be weird. So, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. It's on 35% battery right now. And after cleaning my phone last night, so my short black USB-C cable is fucked. It can't charge, it can't detect hard drives. It's ruined. I think that's the first time. So I switched over to a long purple cable and miraculously that worked. So let's hope nothing bad happens. I successfully finished a film last night, so that was great. No, yeah, my phone is at 35% battery because I couldn't charge because there's water in the fucking USB port. So, oh my god, my tongue. So, I've given it some thought, and I realized maybe I shouldn't go to the gym today because A, I'm not gonna wake up super early. B, if I go to the gym at 1 and I do gym until 2, come back home, have a shower, and then go back out, it would be like 3:30 or 4. That's too late, man. So, I'm just gonna skip the gym and I'm gonna just directly go to set today to 310. So today's my first day working out on a 310. So that's gonna be cool. I want to know who's the PD. I really want to know. And then I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but if we wrap early for my 310 set, I'm gonna go directly to Imperfect Us. So from one film set to another film set, from one build to another build. But yeah, I'm waking up kind of early right now, actually, because I have 2 videos to film. But yeah, I'm gonna unbox the Blu-ray, so I'm really fucking excited. And beyond that, not much else. Yeah, yesterday on the bus on the way to and from the Grove, I actually spent a lot of time riding the Virgin. Crazy progress. And I've been thinking about, and I realized that I've been really thinking too much about romance and romantic relationships lately because of the Virgin, and because, again, it's just me, being anxious. And maybe it's not that big of a deal. Like, yeah, dating is cool and all, but, after I got a girlfriend, then what? It's still not, it's not the end goal. Like, after I get a girlfriend, it's still gonna be pure anxiety and pain and suffering because then I would be like, because then afterwards I would be worried about losing her. I would be worried about losing this feeling, then I'd be worried about moving forward. Like, I would be constantly worried still. So, there's really no end point in all of this. So, in general, maybe love is just kind of overrated. Maybe it's better to be a lone wolf. Things are just easier that way. Yeah, I don't know. Just a thought.
God damn it.
What's happening?
I
Oh, rip.
was so close.
Yeah, I overdid it. I overlapped it. So.
Again, these are two. I have a biting fixation.
That's a meme. That's a meme. Biting fixation.
Alright, time now is 10:22 p.m. My tongue is actually hurting. It's getting worse and worse. I feel like it's ulcer, like a tongue ulcer. So okay, I'm gonna take off my socks actually. I'm actually kind of hungry right now, but I'm gonna talk and then I'll eat. Because today is a pretty plain day, actually. But it was gonna be interesting, and then it turned out to be plain. So here's the thing, right? This morning, I quickly filmed a couple videos, and then I got out. I was a wee bit late. I arrived on USC campus at around 3-ish, 3:05 p.m. And then I arrived, I went to Soundstage 2, and the door's locked. What the fuck's going on? And then I DM'd Alex, who's the producer for the short film. No response, even though he's active. Some woman was like, I think Soundstage 2 is over there, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's Soundstage 3, that's not 2. So at the end, I figured out, I'm like, oh! So this Monday, Alex was like, can you meet up next Friday? And I thought it was this Friday, so he didn't mean today, the 15th. He meant 22nd, the next Friday. Which is crazy. You're building the set one day before. I mean, to be fair, it's like normal, but still, like, one day's enough. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm not seeing Robert Zemeckis' grandson, which means that I'm not infiltrating 310 today. I'm infiltrating it next Friday. It's okay. Time can wait. Anyways, I'm gonna have a list. I'm gonna develop a list very soon. So this is great. So I just thought, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna go back home. So that changes everything, because I thought the build is gonna be from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's not even today. So there are two things that I can do. One is I have more time at home. I can do more things at home. B is I can just go to Imperfect Us and continue helping out from 6 to 10 p.m. So, yeah, so I went back home, and then while I was going back home, I was thinking to myself, okay, wait, should I go to the gym? Now, this is fucking crazy, because by the time I return home, it's already like I think 3:40 something, I need to go to a film set to help build at 6 p.m. So I have a little bit more than 2 hours to go home, change up, hit the gym, come back home, shower, change up, and then go back to campus to a different part. That's insane. But what if, just what if? So I did some thinking. I was like, okay, if I have to go to the gym, if I don't go to the gym today, the next time I could do it is probably Friday again. But no, because there's a film set. So maybe Thursday. Which is like 6 days later. I can't wait 6 days. I go to the mirror, I take off my shirt, and I see my body, and I'm like, no, I need to go to the gym. And if I do it fast, I could do it right. So I return home at 3:40 something. Within half an hour, I cooked lunch, omelet with salami. It's like second part of my two-parted lunch. Omelet, salami, onion, cheese. Ate it up really quick, and I still had some extra time. Went downstairs, hit the gym, and I actually spent 1 hour at the gym today. I did some lifting. Instead of 15 pounds, I lifted 17.5. For some reason, even though it's only a 2.5 pound difference, it's so fucking heavy. 15 is fine, but 17.5 is fucking insane. I did 4 sets, but each set I only did 6. And I was like shaking. And then I did this, but at some point I did 2 sets and I'm like, I'm done. And then I did the pool, the rowing boat, and like there's so many people. I thought there would be less people because it's like later at night. Not at night, but like, you know, it was like 5-ish. No, it was like 4:40 to 5:40. Like that's my gym time. It was like 4:40 to 5:30. But no, there's tons of people. So I waited a while before I could do the rowing boat thing, and then somebody was waiting for me, which was very awkward. So I only did like 3 sets and then I left. And then I did the running machine, treadmill. I ran really fast. I got tired, left. And then I did sit-ups, slanted sit-ups. I had to wait for a long time for that because another South Asian guy's using it. Anyways, I used it. I did 3 sets or 2. I think 3, and then I'm out. I'm done. And then I immediately returned home by bus. So I walked home. So I went to school thinking that there's going to be a film set. There's no film set. I walked home. Then I took a bus there. I took a bus back. And then I returned home. I showered. And then I left again at around, I think, 6:50, nearly 7 p.m. Honestly, it's okay if I'm late, because, like, they don't really need too much of my help anyways, but it would be nice if I'm there. So I went, and I arrived at around 7:20. And then I couldn't get into the building because I forgot to bring my wallet with me. It's insane. I forgot to bring my wallet with me, so I don't have my USC ID card, so I have to wait for someone to get out. It wasn't that long of a wait. I waited like a few minutes. So I got in, and I just walked in, and boom, there's a film set, and Christian's there, and we helped with some stuff, with fake grass, some signs, and then we're good. And then 10 p.m., we're out. I'm back. So pretty plain day, actually. But of course, the day bookends with a strange discussion. At some point, Bella, the girl from Shanghai, the woman from Shanghai, and Danny, the PA, the grip, and also Christian, they were just talking, chatting, you know. And they were talking about politics at first, for some reason. Danny keeps raising these questions, like, oh, what do you think of Chinese politics? It's like, oh, why are we talking about that? And then at some point, he suddenly changed the question to, do you ever talk to your exes? And then Christian, Bella, and Danny, they start talking about exes, and I'm just like, okay. And then Danny at some point was like, how about you? And I'm like, no, I don't have exes. I'm just like, I don't. I never told them I've never dated, but I never have. technically, officially. And they're like, oh. But then in my head, I'm like, okay, Leslie may count. We never officially dated. If I officially dated Leslie, the story would be extremely different, right? But no, it was never official. Yeah, but if Leslie like contacts me, I'm just fucking ignoring her. I'm just fucking, I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna ignore it. I'm not even gonna avoid reading. I'm gonna read it and ignore it. I want her to know that I've read her message and chose to ignore her. That's how petty I am. But yeah, everyone has exes, everyone of all ages, from different places, everyone's, it's like a normal thing, everyone, And it's nice, because I'm writing the version. This is the kind of inspiration I need, I'm the one who's missing out. And, earlier today at the gym, when I was doing my dumbbells, I saw this Asian guy, he's doing deadlift, and another Asian girl who's wearing a sports bra, who was also doing some kind of lifting, and they suddenly stopped and started talking to each other, and they were like smiling and stuff, and I just like looked at them from a distance, looking very defeated. Moments like this really, really tick the check for me, check the mark, check the box for me. And things like this happen in real life, but also not. Things like this happen to me, Enoch Lai. It doesn't happen to Ken, because Ken is too cool. If Ken sees a hot Asian girl, he would just approach them. But I can't, because I'm lifting weights, and I don't know her. And, it happens in real life, but it also happens in my real life, and our real lives are all different. But, yeah. So that's that. I don't know. I at this point I don't. I think there are 3 things, or two to 3 things, maybe 2.5 things, thoughts that I've had this week. Number 1 is I really shouldn't think about love. I think I'm taking love a little too seriously. A lot of people, especially around this age, think, oh well, it's just casual. You're cute. You seem to be nice to me, and I'm nice to you, so let's date. And to them, it's not that serious. To me, it is extremely serious, because I've never dated before, and I have the imagination, I have the perception, my perception of romance is of a 15-year-old boy. And you know what? Maybe it's fine. Maybe I should just leave it that way. I shouldn't mature, because maturing is stupid. It's for children. That's a great line. Maturing is for children. Immaturity is for the adults. Okay, love is not that serious. Second of all, love might be overrated. Because, maybe living alone is fine. Maybe, I don't have to. If I somehow officially start dating someone, the pain and the suffering will not stop. Okay, maybe if I'm Ken. I don't know why I keep thinking of Ken, but like, maybe if I'm Ken, it's cool. We're dating, we're hanging out. I met her last Tuesday. We had some fucking amazing Italian food. We had some Italian food and we fucked in the bathroom. But for me, it's different. Even if I and a girl started dating, I would still worry. I would still be concerned. What if she suddenly dislikes me? Like it's freaking Banshees of Inisherin. Like, what if she likes another guy? What if, I don't know. Like, I am insecure all the way. Before dating, when dating, after dating, anywhere. Not even romance, like going to school, getting a job, anything. I'm always insecure and anxious. So, maybe by being alone, I'm sparing my mental well-being. I don't need to worry so much now. That's my second point. My third point is, I don't really know what's my third point. I think the third point is, I don't know. There's still hope? Or, no. Because I always think there's still hope, and then I always think there's no hope. Here's the real solid third point, and that is, I need to not think about dating at all. After I'm done with the virgin, I'm done. Like, again, I won't download dating apps. I'm not gonna go out there. If I don't love anyone, then I don't love anyone. Because here's the thing, man. Like, here's the thing. I've met an ocean of women since USC started, especially this semester. Yeah, I was so outgoing. I went to the How magazine and met Jia Yun, and I met this person. I met Bridget. She's doing a spotlight with me, etc., etc. But the thing is, I'm not interested in any of them because I am not as romantically or sexually active as a normal person. I think that much is true. I'm on the area spectrum. So why force myself to like someone when it's not even my nature, you know? Like, okay, if I see a somewhat cute girl, I approach them and they're nice to me and they're like, sure, let's date. I would feel guilty because my feelings for her is nowhere near the infatuation I had for Mary or Leslie. Then it would become an unfulfilling relationship. So, if I don't like anyone, then what's the point, anyways? I think that's a great point. I was like, what's even the point, anyways, if I don't like anyone? But again, there's always this struggle where, oh, but how about others? You know, how about that guy? How about Christian who's dating Katie? How about Colin who already has a boyfriend, or like someone unexpected, like Potter somehow met a girl in HKSA in back in our community college, which is stupid because back in our community college, I tried to go to those HKSA meetings. I tried to branch out in HKSA, partially because I thought maybe I would meet someone interesting. That didn't happen to me. It happened to Potter, and he probably didn't even plan to do that. So, at the end of the day, the whole world is stupid. And love is stupid. And, it's... What was I going to say? Right. I compare myself with others so much, and it's a bad mentality, and I need either a therapist or I'm going to find some kind of online self-help procedure to get rid of this bad thought, this bad mentality, okay? I need to find some kind of way to eliminate this thought. I'm going about this in an almost spiritual way, and that is, if I feel sad, or if I feel emotionally struggling, that's because of a bad thought. And the best way to solve the problem is to erase that thought. Like, instead of solving the real issue, like instead of looking at this problem as a problem, look at this as nature. So instead of fixing the world around me, I should just fix myself. If I fall in love with someone for real, the same way I did with Mary and Leslie, and somebody likes me back, somehow, insane, then nature has taken its course. But if nature doesn't take its course, then why am I forcing? Why am I going to all these events and speaking to so many people and asking for people's Instagram? Like, it's all for nothing, actually. Like, everything I do is kind of pointless. So I should just look at it inwards. Maybe I'm taking it too seriously. Maybe it's fine being single. I'll just tell people I'm asexual, ace. And I am indeed a little bit ace. And I think I think I need to cleanse my mind a little bit. I think I've been too... I go into college, like, before I come to America, I was like, oh my god, the moment I come to America, I'm gonna be super social, and I'll immediately find someone interesting. Having expectations is a bad thing, actually. Because my way of life is skewed. So, I don't know. I just need to eliminate the bad thoughts in my head, really. And you know, just because I'm doing that doesn't mean I'm completely giving up hiding in my bedroom. I'll still go out and meet people. Yeah, but if I don't meet anyone interesting, then so be it. I just think I'll just tell people I'm Aero Ace. But it's interesting though. You know, when I started liking Leslie, and that was only 1 year ago. Only 1 year. It seems like a long time, but actually it's not. It's only 1 year ago. Maybe 1.5 years. I thought I still had some chance with her. But I was as delusional as a brick. Because looking back, me with my facial hair and my acne and my lack of confidence and my nagginess, I'm like the opposite of a likable person. And I'm nice, that's a good start. But just because you're nice doesn't mean people will like you. Like people doesn't mean you're nice. Just because you're nice doesn't mean people will depend on you. And I seem like the most unsurvivable guy ever. Like a gust of wind can blow my way and I'll just crumble. Benny fucked Ariel and fingered Leslie in less time than my entire emotional roller coaster ride. And I'm not saying he's great. A lot of women despise him for being a fucking idiot. But he's much more reliable of a person. He's much more dependable, you know? And he's much more charismatic. And I think I'm already on the right track. I mean, the moment I started USC, I'm like shaving, I'm taking care of myself, I'm going to the gym, man. I'm going to the gym, I'm reading, I'm branching out, socializing. I'm getting better and better. And it's interesting that every time I make a mistake, my personality changes. Like pre-Mary and post-Mary, my personality's different. Pre-Leslie, post-Leslie, my personality's different. I'm a chameleon, and that's the truth, is I can just change my persona and my identity however and whenever I want, really. Or more like, because of the change of locations, because I'm at USC and I was given the clean slate again, I just changed. I just changed the way I act, I just changed my worldview, I just changed my character. But I should just do that every semester then. If every single class is like a clean slate, I should just keep changing. And it has nothing to do with romance, it just more so does with, I don't know, art. And I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm really hungry. I'm gonna cook steak, sweet potatoes, and salad box. Really, salad box. Yeah. I don't know, but you know, to end off this video on a bit of a hope, I do think I'm still capable of falling in love. Like, after Mary, I was like, yeah, I'm aromantic. Like, I'll never fall in love ever again. But that's not true, because I did with Leslie. But it was never planned out. Like, I thought I would be with Pepper, but that never came true, because Pepper's just this awkward, small girl. That's like the complete opposite of my type. Leslie is a confident, big girl. And she's, you know, I was trying to deny liking her at first, because she's Chinese and I don't want to date Chinese people because of political differences and everything. But, you know, that happened. So I don't know. Maybe I'll eventually meet someone. Maybe it'll take months. Maybe it'll take years. But I think the most important thing is to really eliminate the bad thoughts in my head. Stay calm. Be empty. Embrace emptiness. This is something I've said back in, like, in summer of 2022, or like at some point, or summer of 2021. At some point, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna embrace emptiness. I'm gonna embrace it, because life is empty. Love is empty. Everything's empty. And, you know, maybe I should start practicing these Buddhist thoughts, because if they do help me. Because everything about life is just so fucking miserable. I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna end it off with that. Yeah. I do need this cynicism for finishing the version, but after the version, I need to clean my mind. I need a deep clean, man. I need to cleanse my soul. I need to drink some hot tea and look at trees, and I need to just calm the fuck down, because it's been so stressful. I need to be better than that. I need to change my persona again. Right now, I'm in battle mode. Everything's a fight. So I should just stop fighting. At some point. Yeah, that's it. That's all. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. Fuck. Okay, time now is 10:02 a.m. in the morning on November 16th. I slept from I think I slept from 5:10-ish. No, 4:10 actually. 4:10. Yeah, 4:10 to 9 a.m. So something really stupid happened to my phone last night, and that is, randomly at around 1 a.m. it had moisture at the USB port, and I couldn't charge my phone. So I tried every method in the book. Like, I tried shaking it off. It doesn't work. I tried using a piece of tissue and using the corner of the piece of tissue to clean up the USB port. Doesn't really work either. I even tried using a hairdryer. But I tried and it didn't work. I restarted my phone several times. I went to USB settings and cleared the cache memory. Force stop did not work. At around 3:30 something, I gave up. I can't do this anymore. So yeah, I thought my phone was fucked. That's it. I don't know why, but like lately technology has been failing me a little bit. My laptop crashed a couple times because of Windows, because of File Explorer. And now I can't fucking charge my phone, and it's like 9% battery. And there's still moisture. So I thought, wow, great. I haven't even used this phone for like a year. Or maybe it's been a year, but like around a year. And it's already fucked. And it's already dying because of stupid moisture. So, I just let my phone sit on the table. And I set the alarm in both my new phone and the old phone. And as it turns out, only the old phone alarm went off at 9 a.m. And I checked my new phone, which is the one I'm holding right now. And thank fucking God, the moisture warning is gone. But, yeah, the moisture warning is gone, but it's still gonna take forever to charge. So, right now it's at 50-something%, but when I plugged it in, it was at 1%. So that's fucking beautiful. So yeah, later I'm gonna probably bring a plug and like a cable to set. I'm just gonna charge my phone there. You know, it's great that my portable charger is missing. Oh my god, my tongue is hurting even more Also, my arms, they don't hurt. Even though I raised so much dumbbell yesterday. I think I'm using the wrong muscles. My shoulders hurt a little bit, but that's from the rowing machine. So, yeah, I think I'm using the wrong muscles. And yeah, I'm gonna be late to set. The call time is 10 a.m. It's already 10:04 a.m. So I'm gonna be late. I don't fucking care anymore. Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to set tomorrow. I need sleep. I'm dying. I need sleep. I think the first step to a healthy lifestyle is good sleep. So I need to at least have some nice sleep tomorrow. I mean, I have to leave my apartment at around 4 or 5 p.m. tomorrow anyways. So why even bother going to set? Why even bother? So yeah, I'm gonna just not go. And I have a bunch of shit to do, like a bunch of movies to watch. I keep running out of time from watching films. I was supposed to watch a film and a bunch of anime episodes last night, but I only watched like 20 minutes of a film. Pearl. I don't know why the time's moving so fast. Yeah.
Sorry, I struggled a lot. That was bad. Is that good?
Yo-yo master.
One guy, a string, and a yo. Shall we?
For 1 minute. This bag looks.
Sound like Donald Duck.
What? Are you gonna see it?
Thanks, Sam.
Oh my god. Okay, time now is 11:58 p.m. My shoulders are sore as fuck. And I'm also cold as fuck, and my tongue hurts as fuck. And I sound like I have a lisp right now, so that's great. Yeah, so today, whole day on a film set. I was late for like a whole hour, by the way, because I woke up and I went back to bed for 30 minutes, and then I went back to bed again for 15 more minutes. But anyways, I arrived on set. No one really cared if I'm late or not. It's just chill like that. And then I just went to, the same old, saw Christian, I saw Shirley. For some reason today there are just not a lot of people. And, I just didn't really do much. Like, I brought my sketchbook, and I just drew. I talked to a lot of people again, and there were things that we had to build. I helped build a stand, wrapped it around with contact paper. Oh my god, it's so cold. What the fuck? Is the AC still on at this time? That's crazy. Yeah, I built a stand with contact paper, and then I'm gonna go upstairs and check the AC, because this is insane. I don't know what's going on. There's contact paper, there's fake grass, there's there's fake grass, fake flowers, fake mushrooms. And then I talked. Kaylin was here. Yeah, and Christian continued talking, and there isn't a lot of highlights. I guess the highlight would be talking about drugs. I don't know why, but at some point we talked about drugs. And apparently Christian used to be a huge weed addict, and he used to take a lot of shrooms. Yeah, because we had fake mushrooms, and he was like, "Oh, have you taken shrooms?" And I'm like, no. He was like, "Would you take shrooms?" And I'm like, maybe only once." And I was like, "You?" And he's like, "Yeah, I used to take a lot of shrooms." And apparently he used to take acid like every week back in high school. He's fucking crazy. What the fuck? I'm such a good boy. I'm such an innocent young child. There's this black guy on the GNE team. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. But he saw me, and he just talked to me about like anime and Jujutsu Kaisen. And at some point he saw me sketching, and he's like, "You're gifted," and I'm like, "Nah." And he's like, "Wow, you're gifted," because my drawings are ugly as fuck. Honestly, I've practiced drawing for like years now, and it's still below amateur. You know, the same people would practice drawing for months, and they would be way better than me. Anyways, at some point he saw that I'm trying to draw a JoJo pose, Kira, more like Killer Queen, and he's like, "Oh, you're a JoJo fan," and we just talked about JoJo. We talked about our favorite fights, our favorite parts. I talked about how I'm reading part 7. After that talk, that got me interested into JoJo, like reading JoJo. So I read a chapter of JoJo on my own phone. So that was fun. And then talked to Kaylin about, and Christian was there to talk to them about parties. Because I'm still like a young, innocent child, and parties to me is like this very foreign, like dirty, slutty thing. But honestly, they're not. Or more like, I've matured to a point where I don't think they're slutty anymore. It doesn't matter, like the truth doesn't matter. Because there is no truth. I aged, and my views and my experience have changed. So the truth is changed. My truth has changed. So Christian goes to parties, and Kaylin also likes going to parties, and they're like, "Oh," and she's like, "Yeah, let's all go to one together." And like that was pretty late into the day, so I was like giggly, and I say weird shit, And both of them were like, yeah, Enoch, I want to see you drunk. I want to know, like, how you would act. And Christian's like, yeah, I want to see you high. Because I'm very quiet and reserved, yet there's like something deep, something lurking within my psyche, Bree said the same thing. He's like, oh, I really want to know what you will look like when you're drunk. But the thing is, it's very difficult for me to get drunk. At some point I said, yeah, I've never gotten drunk before. And I immediately followed that up with, yeah, it's a good thing. And I said, I know you would say it's a good thing, because that's what everyone says. It's like an automated response. I've never gotten drunk before. No, it's a good thing. It's like gatekeeping drunk. Like, oh, it's a good thing. Don't. Like, I've never had sex before. Oh, it's a good thing. Like, society's pretty funny sometimes. No, if you said I haven't had a girlfriend, the automated response is you'll find someone. It's these 4 words. You'll find someone, or 3 words. Anyways, and then we wrapped, and that's it. My fingernails are yellow because I touched real dried moss. I don't know why they're making my nails yellow, but they're yellow. And I said goodbye to everyone, and that's it. So I decided to not show up tomorrow. I'm just gonna sleep because I need sleep. But miraculously, I looked at the call sheet, and apparently Jingchen and Jamie, the Chinese woman, will be showing up tomorrow as RPA, not RPA, set dressers. They're all credited as set dresser, and I'm credited as RPA. So that's hilarious. I don't know. I kind of want to go just to see them again, but at the same time, I really want to sleep, and I really need rest. If I don't rest up, my tongue is not going to heal. My fingers and my feet, my legs are cracking up because it's so goddamn dry. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then on Monday it's school again. But I'm not gonna go to class for CCCS 200. I'm skipping. I'm sorry. I'm skipping. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. I don't have much else to talk about really. Yeah. Don't really, I don't know. I do want to see, like, I haven't seen either Jamie or Jingjin for a while, especially Jamie. But also I'm not gonna show up, I think. Yeah. Also want to mention that my phone is all right. I brought international charger and the cable, and I plugged it in, and boom, I charged my phone. At first it freaked out again, just a small error. Anyways, that cable is sus. Not using that cable anymore. Okay, dinner time.